Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3 here today on the channel. We're back on our Mortal Empires campaign, playing as the Empire, playing as Emperor Karl Franz. We're going to be kicking things off, retaking our settlement from the Norscan scum in the north, and we're going to have a battle against VLAD von Carsteiin, hopefully ending the vampiric scourge near our lands. So, if you'd like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I would really much appreciate it. So, we're going to be able to get a trade right here with Zufbar, which is nice. Okay, so we just need to continually block the army from Schwarzhafen every single time we end the turn, because it's just allowing us to whittle down the garrison in Oakenhammer, and we're just trying to ideally I want VLAD von Carsteiin to march out of Oakenhammer and attack us. So we'll just keep on manually retreating, because there's no way we're going to win that. Oh, would you believe it? Bloody Be'lakor has declared war upon me. And he's going to draw his Norscan vassal. Fuck's sake. Alright. We're really getting ganged up on here. So, we're at war with 4 factions now. We're strength ranked 1, which is pretty decent for the Empire. We've really got to keep an eye on him, because he's actually just north of the Albion Channel. There is a Shadow Rift here, so you have to keep an eye on, and there's like 3 settlements here, I believe, or so. So he could threaten our northern territory, but we're gonna have to keep an army in and around the Chaos Wastes to the north. Alright, back down in Altdorf, we've got enough funds to actually upgrade it to a tier 4 settlement. That's something we definitely want to do, because we haven't even got the capacity to recruit wizards yet. We've been relying on those being spawned in. Okay, I think they're not going to sally out and attack us. So, we've whittled them enough. We've skipped a couple turns. Let's get stuck into this one. Level 19 Vlad versus level 27 Karl. Let's start the deployment. So, thankfully, it's not the siege of their capital, Tempelhof. That would have, Drakenhof, rather said. That would have complicated things. He's actually decided to make his final stand in the ancient dwarven settlement of Oakenhammer. Now, there is a little bit of coverage from the mountain to the left, so we're going to have to move our deployment, move from where our deployment zone is, or otherwise our artillery and mortar pieces are actually going to clip the top of the mountain. They're not going to be able to arc their shot effectively, I don't think. So we're going to go with a 3-pronged attack, and what I want to try and do is sit back, relax, allow my artillery to do most of the work on the enemies on the inside. I want to whittle them down enough. If we can get to a point where it's just Karl versus Vlad, I'll be happy. But he's going to have a really hard time fighting both Isabella and Vlad at the same time. This is, I'm not going to lie, probably going to be our hardest battle of the series. Just at the sheer stats and quality volume of Vlad, he's just such a hard lord to take down. So we'll just move up slightly with the great swords. If we can hold this bridge as a choke point, that would be brilliant. Our artillery is already firing at will. And then if any arrow towers or blockades pop up, we'll try and quickly bring them down and destroy them. So let's advance, and let's actually get our gunners and crossbows there to get their shots off. Let's move our outriders in to try and cause some carnage on their infantry, and we'll flank with our Reichsguard as well. Hopefully we can get a good angle, but still quite close. 50-50. Hopefully this can be the end of the vampires. Now, our cannon should have a nice clear shot at any enemy units. Alright. So they are moving a little bit close to us. Do have to be slightly careful. We've managed to destroy their arrow tower which they constructed. Our Outriders are putting the damage on. Really underrated unit, Outriders. Highly recommend them if you're playing as the Empire and you need a cavalry unit and you've on a strict budget. We are a little bit outnumbered in this one, but so far we're picking apart any infantry that's coming towards us. And our mortars are shelling any units that are further back. Let's get a shot here. See if we go. I have completely stuffed that up, and that is the one and done. I don't want to waste any of that valuable ammunition. Let's give out some attack orders. Oh no! The Outriders have been caught there. Hang on. Let's just move everyone back slightly. Alright. So, we'll try and kite this chariot out. Our artillery has a plentiful amount of ammunition. So, let's chuck things on maximum speed. And we're basically getting rid of a unit 3 every second, which is pretty good. So if we can keep that up. We'll need to keep an eye on any arrow towers being constructed, because that would change things. We're actually kiting out some of these dire wolves, which is nice. Okay, I've moved my great swords up. Getting some nice crossbow shots, arcing their shots up and over the top. And our gunners as well is actually getting some clean shots. Nice. And we've thrown back those damn ghouls from whence they came. Alright. So we're still taking out a decent chunk of them. We've got plenty of time. 50 minutes. It's got to be cool, calm, and collected. I think the plan is to try and destroy as much of their units as we can, and then we can focus with the missiles to like even soften up VLAD. But here come the Reichsguard. Cycle charging in the cold, chilly weather here. This is dwarf territory that we're fighting in. Speaking of the dwarves, thankfully we've kept pretty amicable relations with them. Oh, but here they go. They're being a little bit more aggressive here now. Oh no, they were about to dive bomb against me, but we might be able to bring them down. I do love it when the gunners arc their shot. Bring these fell beasts down. Nice. Someone absolutely fucking dropped one. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, let's swing you around. And we're just slowly but surely just continuing to soften them up. Oh, tower's being constructed. But look at this. We're going to be able to massively whittle it down. Alright. So the longer we do wait, though, we do give them ample supply to construct more defenses, which aren't really too much of a concern. I think we are smashing them enough with our artillery. Like, we're just shelling the absolute hell out of them for, like, what, a couple arrow towers and barricade. It's worth them having that. Right, so we might be able to crush this unit here. Hang on, I just need to sort of bait them in. Yeah, and then everyone go for them. Against those Vargists. Because they were kind of annoying before. Although there's a little bit of friendly fire going on. Our Reichsguard are getting a battering. It's the Outriders that are probably going to bring them down. Bring down the Vargeists. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we just got to let them hold them in place. There we go. Perfect. Oh my god. Literally down to the last man. The Reichsguard captain survived. Hilarious.
Ready for war! We are ready! Take the ground! Great swords! Moving now! Great cannon! Charge!
Why did they move so far out? I was trying to... I guess I gave an attack order that they moved up. That's so whack.
Great swords!
Right, let's advance with my great swords. Oh, that arrow tower's come back as well. Quickly neutralize it before you move up. Alright, our mortars are out of ammunition. Our skirmishers still have a fair bit. But sitting back now is just giving them more an advantage, so I think we've bided our time enough with our mortars. Let's take this city. Once we give out some attack orders on that barricade, should fall quite quickly. Nice. Thankfully, Vlad and Isabella are sitting further back. We just need to focus on their army, I think. Also, sitting back stopped us from getting hit from their spells, particularly with our infantry. Alright, let's attack those skeleton spears there. Let's send up another unit to help. And let's move our skirmishers, archers and crossbows to a more advanced position. Same with our handgunners as well. Still only about 60% in my favour, so we still have to be slightly cautious. Dude, look at these like crazy... They kind of look like dwarven vats of lava, but I'm assuming they're used for smelting. Crazy. Really cool looking dwarvish fort here that we're fighting in and around. Oh, but here we go. Already. Unfortunately, Karl Franz is losing hit points there. Taking a little bit of a battering from VLAD von Carstein's magic. Okay, so we're struggling to push here slightly. Looks like most of the offensive is going to come from here. But so far, 15 minutes in, we're doing okay. Right, I think we just killed Isabella there. Or is she further down here? No, she's the other one. We got rid of one of their agents. Alright, thankfully there's actually a barricade there, so it's actually stopping Vlad and the rest of his reinforcements coming in. Okay, well, that's Isabella, so we should really focus on her. Dude, if we could divide and conquer the pair, that would be bloody brilliant. Bring her down. Nice, we got her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her. Alright. One down, one more to go. Karl Franz is very much maintaining his health. Perfect. And we're just still focusing on their units, prioritizing them over Vlad himself. Nice. Because, yeah, I genuinely don't think... Maybe I'm being a little bit cautious. But I don't think in a 1v1, Karl Franz will probably beat him. He is such a potent and deadly lord. Him and Manfred both. Probably the lords I fear coming up against. Maybe even someone like an Akai as well. Like on that sort of level.
Ready to fire.
Okay, so we've basically got to really just go after Vlad himself. So we'll break down this barricade, which make the army slightly susceptible. And we'll get all of these skirmishers just to fire their last little lot of ammunition against him. And we'll move our infantry up to hold. If we can hold him in place, that would be brilliant. Oh my god, was that a cannon shot? What was that? No, it was the light wizard. I thought those rounds looked a little bit bright, but the way it just like ba-dong, like fucking bounced, I thought it was a cannonball. Alright, he seems to be just wasting our ammunition there, which is hilarious. So we'll try and hold him in place. And get everyone just to release everything at him. Doesn't seem to be overly working. They're out of ammunition now. Oh, nice hit. Yeah, it's getting to the point where our skirmishers are out of ammunition. Oh, like we've done absolutely nothing to him. We were hitting him with a pretty decent amount of volleys. Alright, let's get all our melee units to move on in. And what I'll do is, of course, send the skirmishers and one infantry unit around the back to try and take the town square. But look at this. Karl Franz already at half health. The priest as well. Like, look at this. Even though he's at half health, look at this. He's tanking so goddamn many of them. He just capitulated in the end. We didn't actually fully beat him. Dude, VLAD von Carsteiin. Absolute Chad to the end. My god. But great swords, 200 kills, perfect. Reichsguard 120, not too bad. Cannons 120 as well. Some really nice, hard-working units there, to say the least. So Oakenhammer is now ours, and then we can combine our strengths and push for Schwarzhafen whenever we want. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because we don't want him to replenish and repair and lick his wounds. Now, we can get a Hellstorm rocket battery in though. Poggers. Okay, minus 20 with the Golden Order. The local noble is... What? Karl Franz and Balthazar killed fancy the same girl. What? That's so weird. Okay, so although we're not at full strength, I think if we force march, stop the recruitment here, we siege out Schwarzhafen. Okay, so that's decisive. So hang on, we'll continue the siege. And we'll bring this as close up to the city gates as we can. And then they might attack us maybe. Who's this? Azag the Slaughterer. Oh, is he up there now? Just east of Kislev. Norskins attack Nordland again. We'll pay the money. Oh, wow. These attacks grow bolder by the day. We paid the 2,000. I don't think we got any compensation there. Anyway, let's deal with Schwarzhafen as Vlad is now back. But hopefully that's the end of his faction. What's this? Oh! The Wood Elves have attacked him. Dryach, okay. Interesting. On the outskirts of Drakenhof. Yeah, because they do have a lot of territory in there. Technically trespassing, but I'll allow it. Another dwarves are going after them. Oh, wow. Our allies just want to get rid of Sylvania. What's this? Artis. Oh, my God. I thought we had good relations. Minus 11's not too bad. But Bretonia have Wodek the Empire. God damn it. That's not good. I've only just wrapped up the vampires. Last thing I want is a war with Bretonia. Alright, and the Red Duke's there. Yeah, it's just because we're strength ranked 1. We've put an absolute massive fucking target on our back. Hemorrhaging cash. We need to stabilize the region here. So, looks like the war has shifted to the Western Front. Oh my god. Anyone else? Yeah, I guess we get the Imperial Authority. We'll take that. Alright, we can get a defensive alliance from Kislev. I think I'll accept that. Even though they seem to be getting pushed here by Throt and various other Chaos factions. So we'll accept that during the end turn phase. We're slowly but surely replenishing and repairing Sylvania. And we're moving Karl away from the eastern border to the west. Just because we're at war with so many factions over there now. The Red Duke, Artus, and essentially Be'lakor and the Norskins. And we had to deal with the Barrow Legion over there at one point as well. Alright, building's damaged, unfortunately. But we are reducing the vampiric corruption here, massively. Okay, so we've got some tech available. I guess we go with production there. So no one else wants peace, no one else wants a military alliance, no other trade we can do. Except for a non-aggression pact with Kara Kadrin. I think I might do that. Ungrim Iron Fist. Maybe I should have made non-aggressions and sort of pacts with Bretonnia, but I don't know, I kind of wanted their land. We can't actually build an outpost in any of these regions, can we? Just here? No, I think we can't do it because we just don't have enough money. But I'd love to get access to Kislev units if we can. Oh god, they are really under the kibosh there. Unfortunately, Montfort Fort has been attacked by the Red Duke. After what we did to the vampires, I suppose. Alright, Kislev was building an outpost in our territory. But welcome to the top of the turn. 55 turns into Let's Play. We've finally changed the terrain here in Slovenia. Some of it's still very vampiric corrupted, but I do quite like when the terrain goes back to nature. This looks more or less like an empire settlement now. So we've got a full stack holding one army in Castle Drakenhof in southern Slovenia. We can always move into Eschen. We might go after Dryich, because I think after we sort of deal with Bretonnia and sort of this whole contingent over here, we might have to go, well, the Wood Elves are next, I suppose. Right, we'll try and retake Montfort, as the Red Duke took it. We should be able to reclaim it quite quickly. Or to straight up occupy, I suppose. Delayed our efforts, going towards Artis for now. Okay, and they've got a couple of armies here. We've got some Norskins here. Okay, they're actually further back. So they're actually just trying to dominate my northern territory. So, we'll get Karl Franz to move to Marienburg, and I think I might get this army back up north again with Alexis. Dog burglar. What a name. It was like my Skyrim character, Quest Gobbler. I don't know why it reminded me of him. Oh, but he's going to accept a peace treaty. Alright, that's a weird little war. I guess he maybe went in with intentions thinking, oh yeah, I might be able to take some territory from the Empire. Nope. That ain't happening. So, we're going to peace out with them. Good. We'll just beat them into submission real quick. And we'll try and move back north to recalibrate our position, I suppose. Another civil war here. I guess we stopped the war again. Yeah, this way you just need those political influence, man. Like, last thing you want is the Golden Legion to be at war. I guess we pay. Right, well, I think we go after Artis here, and then we might make a play against Bretonnia. They actually have a piece of territory in the island of Alba, which is interesting. Yeah, well, weirdly, Artis don't want peace, but they declared war upon me, so we've wrapped up the war with the vampire, well, yeah, and the Red Duke, so we're going to have our first battle against Artis of Bretonnia. Okay, so a lot of cavalry, a lot of flanking. Do have to be slightly careful. So our artillery and mortars will be susceptible. So we just need to adequately protect them, I suppose. Which is easier said than done. There's not really too much we can do. We don't have a crazy amount of infantry. Like, the Bretonnia army build is probably perfect to counter us. Aerially to stop our and nullify our artillery and missiles, and especially if they cavalry spam, flanking is going to be hard. But the Hellstorm rocket battery is going to have its first real attempt, and it's going to shoot a huge rocket load right into a bunch of trees. Fucking brilliant. Karl Franz is going to go in, but once again, the Empire, not being of the conquering sort, is fighting another defensive war. I can't wait to see how effective the Hellstorm rocket battery is now that we've got it. I can't wait to get more in. Okay, it looks like there's going to be a charge here. Hopefully we can soften them up before they hit us, as Bretonnia is at war with the Empire. Well, Artus. But I'm sure if we crushed them, it's only going to be a matter of time before we want to go after Leon Kerr for orchestrating this fight. Okay, so anything that was coming in the center push there is fine. They are really trying to flank here. We'll try and reposition slightly, but we might not have enough time. Oh shit. Dude, Bretonnia's cavalry is so good. I actually don't mind Bretonnia. The lore, the characters are great. I think people are a little bit harsh on the army build style. People just don't like the army build though. I get it. But it's like, you don't want it to be like just identical like the French Empire. You know what I mean? Comparing to the Empire in this game. You want it to be slightly different. Right, still going to try and go after, is it Chilfroy, their captain? But man, the AI, particularly on the diplomacy front, war decking and ganging up on me, has been incredibly aggressive and tough. Credit to them diplomacy-wise. They haven't given us an inch. Like, we destroy a faction, they are right back on the offensive, sending another enemy at our gate. So we'll try and focus on Artus and probably Bretonnia, but who knows next? What is it? More greenskins? Like goddamn Wood Elves are going to be at war with us? Who knows? Alright, so they have moved some of the engineers off that Hellstorm rocket battery, but it's okay, I think. But yeah, this has just turned into a massive unorthodox battle. It's all over the place. And we're not even fighting Castalton. Right, we've picked up the W though. Nice. It's nearly better off to auto-resolve something like that. 200 men lost. Which is a bit, seeing as they only deployed 1,000. And a lot of our units got incredibly weak. The Hellstorm rocket battery carried though. Even though they fluffed up the first couple of shots, wasting valuable ammunition. Not being able to calculate and coordinate between the tree line. But we'll take on the experience. We'll crush them. And then I've got to think about what I do with actual Bretonnia now, the main faction.
Bring me to my men.
So, because if we want to get to Artus's lands, we might as well just go to war with them, you know what I mean? He's already pissed for whatever reason. Minus 58. I did sort of want their territory, but I was more than happy to sort of role play and have an alliance with them, you know what I mean? Same with like the dwarfs. So if we negotiate with the Red Duke, we can join his war and get 900. And Karl Franz is officially at war with Leon Kerr. The bromance is over. Now, we have managed to bypass some various alliances there, which is good. And we'll start looking to bring Bretonnia's territories into the Empire. Now, it's such valuable territory because it's just so hospitable to us. Like, if this happened against the dwarves, like, their territory will be essentially useless.
Do you take me for a churl?
Because it's very mountainous. So we'll go after the unit here. They were pretty unlucky with this. They're going to lose an army here just because it was, unfortunately, for some reason, trespassing in my northern province. So we're going to be able to carve it up. And that's going to really weaken them because they probably only have 1 or 2 left. So we'll move you further south, and then I guess we make plans and preparations to go for their capital. We probably should secure this fort, though. Oh, great. More Warriors of Chaos declaring war upon us. Yeah, dude, no wonder. Kislev on the back foot. They've got Throg and the Norskins. And heaps up there. Okay, we can get a confederation with Hochland. I guess we'll accept because I don't know when it's going to be happen. It's 20 turns before we can happen again. But Hochland got kind of destroyed in this series, so I don't actually know if that's overly worth that. Because, like, aren't Hochland isn't the Hochland territory... Okay, it's only like 2 pieces of territory. God damn it. Because they were crushed by Festus, weren't they? Oh well, no matter. It's like it's not built up either. Because getting those negative debuffs will be probably more of a consequence. Alright, we're hemorrhaging a little bit of money because of this confederation now. And we're a lot weaker and essentially destabilized. They do add a negative debuff when you confederate, so that's something we have to keep an eye on. But this army is completely useless. We don't need that, so let's just get rid of that. And instantly we're going to be able to make 500 per turn. We can install a new elector count in Hochland now, so that's not too bad. We'll accept that. There's a Cathay trade caravan there. Something we have to keep an eye on. Got some valuable resources there that we can extract, which is nice.
Yes, my lord.
Well,
What?
I guess we continue on with the war efforts. So let's move Rizard von Liebwitz. Okay. So if we are to auto-resolve that, it's only 1 unit. So we'll continue the siege. Actually, no, we get to take it this turn. I'm kind of tempted to do so. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll take that. It's only 1 great sword. So we'll loot and occupy this. We will play the battle for the Bretonnian capital because it's like a unique settlement. But
The Empire.
I will take the clean cut victory over Artus there. Alright, so Karl Franz. We'll see if Leon Kerr rocks up because we want to try and intercept him. We'll actually wait for this... Or, can I... Actually, you know what? I might be better off to not go manually. Maybe go... Oh, hang on. Ah! There we go. It bounced there. I didn't mean to do that.
Is it time?
We'll try and bring him in just to help us out. So we can have an over-resounding siege of the capital. Let's move into Grunzit and take it for ourselves. I guess dwarfs used to hold it at one point. And then we'll continue our advance and we'll kick things off. Episode 6 coming out tomorrow with the siege of the Bretonnian capital. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 5 here today. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you haven't already, would really much appreciate it. And the war against Bretonnia and their remaining counts will continue. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to let me know feedback and suggestions in the comments, of course. And stay tuned for more daily episodes of this Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires Karl Franz campaign playing as the Empire. Alright guys, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.